Hello? 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 You better watch out. You better not cry. You better not pout. I'm telling you why. Despa's streaming on Christmas Eve. Da-da-da-da-da-da. So, first order of business is to apologize for the abrupt end and otherworldly shittiness that was Monday's stream. It was bad enough already with it disconnecting every, like, what, 5 minutes? But then, like, right there at the end, it just really went to shit. Like, oh, it was disconnecting every 30 seconds, and it couldn't stay. I was watching the YouTube feed, and yeah, it couldn't. You'd get, like, maybe 2 seconds worth of me talking, and then it would buffer again. And then it would jump, like, 30 seconds or so into the future. It was bad. I hope we won't have that problem. We already did have one disconnect right when I started the stream, but it's been green light ever since. We dropped 170 frames total since that disconnect, but it hasn't been terrible. It hasn't been terrible. So Santa's on his way. One thing I want to do, is there a way I can, hold on. Let me see here. This might be a bad idea. I'm wondering if there's a way I can, like, have the Santa tracker. Let me see. Where is Santa at right now? Oh, Santa's in Orlando. Santa is in Orlando. Nobody panic. Santa was last spotted over Key West He's currently heading for Orlando. Where's he at right now? He's flying over Arcadia, Florida right now. Just west of Lake Okeechobee. That's Santa's location. So Santa is officially in Florida. Last spotted at the Keys. Currently over Avon Park. Man, he is moving. There's Lakeland right there. Kissimmee. He's delivered, let's see, 100,000 million, 5,700,000 presents have been delivered by Santa Claus. Arriving in Orlando in 10 seconds. I don't think there's a way for me to have this. Oh no, it's got a 2D mode. Okay, he's over Orlando, now heading for Savannah. He'll be there in 1 minute. Wow. Santa moves quick. That's like 300 miles. He'll be there in a minute. Damn. I wish there was a little browser over. I guess I could do a window overlay and crop it, but that'd be too much work. We're going to unload this tab for now so it's not taking up resources. We'll check back with that later. All right, let's go ahead and get into the game. All right, that's working. We can mute the Christmas. Actually, no, let's keep the Christmas music on. We're actually going to... I'm going to mute the game music for this stream. I mean, we hear it all the time. It's going to be really weird for me because I can't hear the background music. But y'all can hear the background music. I can't, so it's going to be really weird. I'm going to hear nothing but the game. All right. The only thing I did after stream ended Monday, abruptly like that, was finish off that day. I finished off mining, so I got a bunch of mining stuff. What is today? Monday. But other than that, I didn't really do anything. Let me, actually, let's not sort just yet. All right, that's done. Take all of this. The search quest for more carbon steel. What do we got? Like a darn sewing machine, darn. All right, we'll put this on there. Okay, that is done. And I got that done first thing, because that will allow me to move on to another long-term commission. So we got the chimney roof done. Let me mark that. All right. Next, we want to do the water tower. The water tower I mostly have ready. We're basically just waiting on the aluminum for it. Let's see. So, water tower. I have 6 of those, 5 of those. We'll need 12 of these total to make those, and then 6. So, we're going to immediately check if this is done. It is not. It's going to be 21 hours before... Thank Christ. God, aluminum takes forever. Open up the chest. There you go. I will put this on the inside. I'll have to figure out what to do with it. Alright. So, I need to make another one of these at some point, because I want to make the comprehensive cutter and grinder. And I think once I make them, I can basically just completely replace my existing cutter and grinder. I might not... Well, no, I'm going to take my cutter and grinder that I have right now, and instead of building new ones, I'm going to put them into the comprehensive tools. I think that'll be the best bet. Also, I'm not going to build them yet. I'm going to wait till I get the next yard upgrade so I have the room for them, which is going to be a bit. We only have 51,000 gold right now, and I need 100,000 for that. Plus, I'll want to build a shed and get the assembly station. So I need at least 160,000 gold minimum before I can do that. Let's see, 160,000 gold for next house / yard upgrade. Sweet God, that's a lot. All right, well, we got this done. Those will be ready by the time I get back. All right. Who am I turning this into? I guess that goes to Antoine. Yep. We got a pumpkin princess mission with Emily. All right. So I did the roof first so I can turn this in and pick up the next commission, which hopefully Higgins hasn't swiped when I wasn't looking. Higgins doesn't come here on the weekends, so maybe it's still there. Antoine.
Nice work. This is your payment.
Awesome, thank you. Okay, it's still there. I want the one that pays 5 grand. This one. The bus station. So I'm gonna 25 days, accept that one. I'm gonna hold on to this one from Petra. 3 wooden pillars? What the hell did they need 3 wooden pillars for? Okay, let me see. That one was a bit of a bitch to build, if I remember correctly. Wooden pillar, wooden pillar. Bridge tower. Removable battery. Chimney roof, iron supports. Where's it at? That must be a work table thing then. Resources, blender, grinder, cutter, furnace, furniture craft, wooden pillars. Well, if it's a work table thing, it shouldn't be too terribly difficult. All right, I have 15 days to do this one, so I'll go ahead and take that one. We're gonna prioritize that. Bus station, I'm gonna kind of put on standby for now. I'm not gonna worry about it too much. I'll just kind of be in the background getting things together for that. All right. I'll talk to Emily when she walks by the house. Let's get these flowers. You know, even not fertilizing them, you still get a decent amount. All right, what do I have? You're a summer, you're all seasons. Let's grow more. Let's grow more of this. Go ahead and build up a supply of it. We ain't growing anything else during the winter. Technically, I could grow some wheat, but I don't need to. All right. That has everything except its aluminum. Wooden pillars. I need 3 of them, so 3, 6, 9. Poplar wood. I'll need to get more poplar wood. And then 2, 4, 6 rope. Okay. Craft 6 rope, please. Gonna be needing some cotton again before too long. Hardwood planks. These are going in the upgrade chest. I believe, was that for... Let's see. That was for the shed, wasn't it? Nope. It was for something else. I can't remember what it was for, but it was for something. Okay, let's take a look at this bus station. Bronze, a waterproof lamp. That's gonna need more stainless aluminum, strengthened glass. Yeah, so we're putting this on standby for now. We're not gonna worry too much about it. I will go ahead and get the bronze pipes going, if possible. Can you do ironwood planks? You cannot. All right. I needed 3 ironwood planks. I can only craft 2. I'm limited by mucus, so I'm gonna have to go kill something. 6 bronze pipes. Go ahead and get that going. You have enough? Yep. And you have enough? Yep. All right. So all that's going. I think I have strength. Yeah, I got enough strength and glass. I got enough old parts. So we're working on those 2. We'll do that at some point. And then, yeah, we'll be good to go on that. I need to get poplar wood and kill some critters. So I'm not going to track that one yet. We're going to focus on this one, as well as getting some wood together. I don't have a horse right now, so I'm going to go get a horse too. Might as well talk to Emily while we're over here. Emily!
I finally planted the pumpkin princess, and she's growing at a good clip.
Nice.
Pumpkin princess?
That's right. Did you forget? It's that pumpkin seed we got from the mysterious salesman.
Do you need anything?
Aw, you're so sweet. I think I can handle it myself.
I have all the faith in you.
Oh. It's just that I want to raise it together with you.
Don't flirt with her, dude. You're going for Ginger. I know you love her. You married her in the past, but, like, you get Ginger.
Oh, if that's the case. Let's do this together. Can you please take care of applying the fertilizer?
Yeah, I guess. Where's it at? It's over here? Do I need to have the fertilizer, or do you got that stored somewhere? I need to get the fertilizer. All right. They don't have a storage bin of that somewhere. I gotta go buy it. Right, fertilizer. Market rate's a little up. Just give me like 5 for now. I love how I hold it above my head like I just got it out of a chest in Zelda. Da-da-da-da! You got a bucket full of crap. On fertilizer? She picked an interesting place to put that, didn't she? Alright, let's rent. I need a horse. I'll take this. 500 gold a week, but it is worth it. It is worth it to have a horse at this stage in the game. Emily. The princess told me to say tee-hee. Okay.
Hey! It's getting cold. The chicken are more docile because of it. But hey, I don't spend as much time now having to manage them. You better keep warm too. Don't get sick.
I'll try not to. You should keep warm as well, showing off your midriff like that. Although you are wearing long sleeves at least, so you got that going for you. Here, let me give you a ride into town. Alright, there you go, Emily. Go have lunch or whatever it is you do. We're gonna go head to the desert to cut down some poplar trees. It feels so weird to not have the in-game music. I need you to actually hit... Hold on. I want to listen to my own stream for a second, see how it sounds. See how it sounds. How it sounds. Okay, y'all can hear the background music pretty good. Awesome. I just wanted to make sure the background music was audible over the game. Or not over the game, but the game should be louder than that, but... What is this? That's a flower. I don't want a flower. South block is progressing nicely. Oh dear. Well, I just wrecked it. South block is progressing nicely. Let's drop a tree on one of the buildings. You know, we had a much easier time planting those trees than they did in Sandrock, didn't they? Sandrock was fighting to get trees planted. And we're like, we'll just use some planter boxes. Fine. Anchor them into the soil and that'll work. People are gonna visit Portia from Sandrock and see that and be like, motherfucker, why didn't you think of that? You asshole. Didn't want to fight you guys. Why y'all gotta be dicks about it? I know I'm gonna need those bones for something, but I really don't want to go collect them. I kind of just want to worry about the poplar wood right now. Alright, so... What's Santa bringing everybody? Out of curiosity. I don't think Santa's bringing me anything. Also, fun fact, I actually have part of Christmas dinner cooking at the moment. About midnight my time, which is in a couple hours. I'll have to take that off the stove, let it start cooling. And then I'll start the next thing. I want to get at least part of the potatoes done today. I'm going to be making Duchess potatoes. But I can do those ahead of time. I can do most of that ahead of time, so... I can get the potatoes themselves cooked, mostly, and then mash them up and get them put in... I guess I'll just put them in a bowl, and then put them in the piping bag tomorrow. And we'll pick this skeleton up. It's on the way. Well, at least this gives us a decent supply of regular wood as well. That's just a handful of trees gave us almost 200, or over 200 wood once this one's down. Alright, let's go get some mucus. I believe those ladybug things drop that. I think. I believe they do. Let's see if these drop any, actually, since they're right here. Nope, meat and spines. Don't think the llamas drop any. Yep, it's these guys. All right. Oh, that's right. They straight throw their own freaking mucus at you. That's nasty. That's nasty. Scraps, what are you doing out here? Why are you eyeing that pile of poop? Scraps, what are you doing? Scraps! That's nasty, Scraps. Oh, Scraps, that was nasty. Did nobody feed you today? Good lord. Did that one still have disease coming off its head even after I killed it? Ah, Mrs. Ladybug. First time I've seen that one. Alright. Back over to this group. Maybe a few have spawned in now. This should be enough mucus, to be honest. Here. 9. That should be enough. Let's go back. I'll probably end up killing some more here in a little while, though. Alright, stay. Got 2 done. Can you do 1 more for me? Oh, you can do 10 more. Just do 1 for now. 2 hours? Oh, the rope's done at least. Pour all this out. I can go in there. Dead animal, you can have there. That can go in there as well. Cloth, you can hold on to the rope for now. I'll keep the ironwood in my inventory. Because I believe the ironwood was for, yeah, 3 ironwood for the bus station. Alright, we'll put that there. I can't remember what that is for. These are for something else. I've also completely forgotten what these are for. I'm guessing either one of the furnaces or maybe the power generator. I can't remember. I'm a good ways from needing that power generator anyway, so I might just use those. Alright, you're progressing nicely, even though you're going to take even longer. I'm not going to run out of time on that, am I? No, we're good. Alright, how much money is this going to get me? That's 5 grand. That's 1,100. So that'd be 6,100. So 11,100 grand right here, just in those missions. We do also have a... Oh, I think I just remembered what these are for. Hold on. 6, 3. Retrieve this? I think I just remembered what I had those on there for. 2, nope. It needs bronze plates, not whatever. I do need to make one of those, I think. Yeah, we probably should get the stuff together to make one of those, because we're going to need it before too long. Let's head to the inside of the house real quick. I'll sort out a few things in here. I'd really like to, like, get rid of some of these clothes. Apparently I can put a broom and a bucket and all that in there. A big-ass sewing machine, good lord. Let's put that there. I can put the bucket down, but I can't put the mop and the broom. It's a shame. I can't put the pot down either. It might need a table. I don't think these have a use. I'm gonna hold on to them for now, but let's take these out. What's going on in the catch-all chest? Honestly, I could probably get rid of that pen. Fisherman's badge. Dragon hearts. Let me sort all this out real quick. There we go. I mean, I could put those in the bookshelf. I really don't know what to do with half of this stuff right now. The catch-all chest was supposed to be temporary, but it's kind of turned into yeah, I can get rid of those pens. I don't need them. Let's put our little badges here in the catch-all chest for now. Those will just live there. I did sell a bunch of rock and sand. Well, I turned them into stools and then sold them. Helpful to do that. You get a bit more money out of it than if you just sold the rocks themselves. Well, crafting complete here. Except it's not. How much charcoal? Got 130 charcoal? Well, nope, make more. I got 9 strengthened glass. Good to know. Alright, what? We're not worried about this one just yet, even though I think it would be easier. Let's see. What we need in here? The charging. Okay, we got the charge station already. So this is just waiting on the water tower. So water tower and the, what else? The bus station. Handbook. All right, water tower. We got everything except these and these, which are going to take at least another couple days, I'm sure. And the bus station... It's going to be another couple days, but I can have this done before the other thing. Hi, Nani. Merry Christmas to you as well. I could have this done sooner. I might do this one first. Because this is going to be waiting on stainless aluminum and hard aluminum. Let's see. I need 3 more of those. Versus 8 of those. Take what I got now. So when this is done, if I got it going on 3 of these, it's 2 hours apiece, so 2, 4, 6. No damn wonder. Oh, no, wait. I read that wrong. 2, 4, 6. So it's 2.5 hours for stainless aluminum, but 2 hours for hard aluminum. So, yeah, I think it would be worth it to do the water tower first. We got plenty of time to work on the bus station. Plus, that is gonna need steel shells as well. All right, we'll do the water tower first. I feel like it's taking me months to build that water tower. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and get at least some of my aluminum plates going. As soon as this is done. Nani, I don't know if you were here Monday, but it was a disaster. Monday's stream was just terrible. I probably shouldn't have even bothered. Internet was just so bad. It's been better today, thankfully, but yeah. All I want for Christmas is internet that doesn't suck. Santa, can you bring me that? Okay, get this on aluminum plates. I can do 2 for now. How many do I need total? 4. All right, so might as well have that going. It's gonna go for 4 hours. And then you have 12 hours. So yeah, that'll work out. Might as well have it cutting some up. That way it's not sitting there doing nothing. I watched it on YouTube. I tried. At least I tried. I tell myself that, but God, I don't think I should have bothered. It really was just that bad. All right. Oh, we can do the frickin' thingy. This. Go ahead and get these to Petra. Oh, don't dig up the flowers. Okay, Petra should be right over here. At least... Wait, do I not have them working on anything right now?
Hi.
Oh, here's your thing. I wonder what the heck they needed wooden pillars for. Let's see, a training dummy and a weapons rack is what y'all have for sale. Elroy. Alrighty then. Mike has been destroying all my streams for the last 2 weeks and I had no idea. Oh, that sucks. You hate it when that happens, like you don't know something like that's going on. I've had a Windows update completely wreck my audio settings before, and I didn't know it while I was streaming until I went after stream to go clip something, and it's my mic is just completely blown out, which sucked because there was a couple of funny moments in that stream. I was only able to get one usable clip because I didn't talk that much. All the other moments that I was gonna clip, I didn't because the mic was just that bad. And you don't even, and I had no way of knowing, just looking at OBS, the meters weren't telling me anything. Had I listened to my own stream, I would have known, but yeah. Yeah, you hate when that happens and you have something ruining it like that and you have no idea that it's happening until you happen to listen back and hear it. Alright, why did I have those hardwood made? At least one industrial furnace. Comprehensive cutter, grinder, and generator in preparation for the next yard upgrade. Why did I have that hardwood be? I really need to write down everything I do. Alright, got that done. I believe this is going for the bus stop. Yes. Hell. I think it was 6. Gotta be careful about that one in that chest. Yep, 6. I can't make these yet. Let's see. Should be able to make the steel frames. So 2 steel frames. I got the plates. They're in here though, which means they were for something, but I just can't remember what. So I'm gonna go ahead and use them because evidently it wasn't very important. All right, steel frames. Give me 2 of those. And then that will make 3 steel am I looking at the right thing? 4 steel shells. What the hell is a steel shell anyway? It's just a steel box. Everyone is all tucked in. Oh, everything is all tucked in and all sweetly. Really have it looking nice. Oh, wait. Trying to save up money to upgrade this. I need 3 more. Okay. More. Alright. I don't know what those were for, but they're getting used for this now. All that is waiting on is the waterproof lamps, which is going to be a bit. That one's going to be a minute. First, this shit. I don't understand why everything needs them. Almost done cooking. My mother did a lot of baking today. Cookies, multiple types. There's several dozen worth of cookies in there, as well as 2 pies. And at the moment, I have the beginnings of Christmas dinner cooking. We're having a prime rib roast. So I took the rib roast and I cut the bones off of it, and I roasted the bones with some vegetables, and right now they're in a pot simmering to make some nice broth for the gravy. I gotta take them off the stove at midnight, and then I'm gonna get started after stream on the potatoes. So I'll cook them tonight, and then tomorrow I can finish them off. Because I'm doing Duchess potatoes, which is where you pipe the potatoes out of a piping bag like they were frosting. So yeah, I can get those done tonight, finish them off tomorrow. So yeah. Our oven has been on since lunchtime today. I think I turned it off a couple hours ago. And it is currently 11:45. I would have turned it off about 8 o'clock. So from 12 to 8, our oven was on. You do lasagna? We kind of do various things over the years. Turkey always is Thanksgiving, but for Christmas, we've varied it up a lot. Sometimes it's been chicken, sometimes turkey, sometimes steaks. This is the first year I've done a prime rib roast. So I'm doing an easier recipe for it to make sure I don't screw it up, because that was a $100 cut of meat, and I don't want to mess that up. So I'm going to follow the steps and make sure I do that right. I should have had the meat store cut the bones off for me, but oh well. I know how to use a knife, it's fine. Or that's the chest. Worth it? I hope so. I've never actually had a prime rib. I've had ribeye steak, which is essentially the same thing, but I've never had the whole prime rib roast before. And I know ribeyes are going to taste different if you grill them, which I usually do. So this is going to be roasted instead. Right now, the roast itself is in the fridge, kind of dry brining. I probably should have got it doing that yesterday, but oh well. So it's going to dry brine overnight. And then I'll cook that tomorrow. It's probably going to take 3 or 4 hours to cook, I think. I'm going off of memory from the recipe. It's going to be delicious, though. I'm looking forward to it. We're going to have the prime rib roast, Duchess potatoes, green beans, and I'm going to make a salad. Wait, why did I get on the horse? Horse. Hold on. Stay put, even though I know you're just going to be in the road tomorrow. Turkey for Thanksgiving, yeah. Turkey is always a Thanksgiving thing, although it's not bad for Christmas or even Easter, actually. Sometimes I've had it for Easter. Although I think ham is more for traditional for Easter. But me, I'll have a ham whenever. I don't need an occasion for that. All right, 1900. Let's mess with these furnaces. Refuel. Personally, though, I have chicken all the darn time, so I never save chicken for a special occasion. That's just something. Chicken's pretty much just Sunday supper. Hubby does the meat, and you do the lasagna, the sides, and the desserts. That works. I knew what you meant. Alright, we will be selling those pens, so let me put those there so I don't forget them. Let's just go ahead and turn in for the night. Actually, let's not. Let's, go track down the future Mrs. Despa. He should be over here right now. We gotta say hi to her because Emily's getting a little,
Hello.
Hello, my sweet.
My dad tells corny dad jokes all the time. I think I'm the only person that finds them funny.
Probably, but it's fine. We could go on a play date. We'll save. We'll do that some other time.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Have a good night, Ginger. Yeah, Emily's getting a little flirty. Hold on a second. I'm gonna murder these things, so I need more mucus. Because I had a quest with her earlier about that darn pumpkin. And she was getting really flirty with me. I'm like, no. I've already married you before. That was a past life, Emily. I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to find someone else this time. My eyes are on Ginger. It really is kind of funny that Emily is by far the easiest romance. So my first playthrough, I did the easiest romance, and in this playthrough, I'm doing the Ginger romance, which is the hardest romance. Oh, no, don't look in the darn books. I feel like the story in Portia really lags. Like in Sandrock, the story was constant, but Emily has to wait for your next play. If I do play this again in the future, I don't know if I'd romance Emily again. Like, Emily's great. I'd probably go for May, honestly, because like my three favorite characters are Emily, Ginger, and May. Maybe Alice. Petra wouldn't be a bad option either. Phyllis, I'm kind of meh on. Phyllis and Sam, they don't really stand out to me all that much. I don't think I would ever romance Nora because Nora and Arlo, they're the canon. They're canon. We wish Alice had some story. Yeah, she kind of comes off as meh, really. I've never done the romance with her. I assumed that she would have more in her romance, but I don't know. Maybe I need to look on the wiki. I really like the thing with May. I mean, we've already done this, but helping her get the paper business going with the printing press and the camera and all that, I really liked that storyline. And that's actually what made me start liking May a lot. Because I really didn't care for her at first. I made the mistake on my first playthrough of early game, I'm looking at how long it was taking to build up relationship scores with these characters. I'm like, oh my god, this is taking forever. Romance is going to be really hard. I'm going to have to just pick one and stick with it, which is what I did on my first playthrough. And I liked Emily well enough. She walks by the house every day. She's got some good story. Let's romance Emily. I didn't realize at the time that the more you progress in the game, the faster you build up the friendship points. So it really snowballs. I didn't realize that at the time. When I first played early on like that, I was assuming it worked like every other like farm sim, where the way you romance them is just you talk to them every day and shove gifts down their throat twice a week, like every other farm sim. Like, someone made a joke in another stream I was watching where they were playing Sandrock. Someone made a joke about how other games like that are. So it's like, what do you mean you something something? Here's 24 teddy bears. We're married now. Wish Alice had more stories. She would be a perfect naughty botanist. You know, a botanist is never a profession I ever thought of like naughty. Like, sure, farm girl like Emily or nurse like Phyllis. I mean, yeah, nurses kind of have the sexy appeal. They have the sex. Both of those professions have the sex appeal, come to think of it. But I've never really thought of botanists like that. We should introduce Alice to Nia and Sandrock. Those two would probably get along. I was making the joke earlier that people from Sandrock are going to come visit Portia, and they're going to see that we had our trees planted in planter boxes, and then they go like, son of a bitch, why didn't we do that? He's an ass until you buy him all the books in Portia. You got to pay for him, basically. All right, how far along? Oh, you're done. Awesome. How much hard aluminum did I need? None for that. Six for that. Okay. Make 6 hard aluminum. I can get that at the end of the day. All right. I need 2 more aluminum plates. And as soon as those are done, that should be the water tower done. Yes, it's waiting on its hard aluminum. All right. Actually, let's just put all these in here for now. Let's go to wood. Well, it's a good thing I'm about to get a lot of wood, because I need more. Hold on. I've screwed my standby chest up. Aluminum, large pipes, copper plates, all right? Those. Like that. And then this was not here. All right. Let's head to the Commerce Guild. We'll leave the horse right there for now. But yeah, I was making the joke that Sandrock is going to show up and see our tree, because we had to plant trees to stop the wind in the desert from messing up South Block. And I was sitting here thinking, you know, it's like half the game of Sandrock is them trying to get those trees planted. But we just did it in a single mission because we just used planter boxes. They're over there in the middle of the desert trying to make plants grow in what used to be the seafloor, and we just used planter boxes. We took the easy way. All right, we can't take this just yet. Let's see, you want waterproof cloth, composite wooden boards, 2 showcase. Hold on to this one for now. That's worth a lot. Let Higgins take whatever he's gonna take. All right, he took the one for Polly. Yeah, I can do this one. Why not? I always wondered why they never had the insulated boxes in Sandrock. It was one of those weird things. Like in Portia, it's one of those things where it didn't make a lot of sense. Because in Portia is a temperate environment that grows things well, but we had to use planter boxes to grow anything. I don't know why. That was one of the #1 complaints people had with Portia, is we had to use planter boxes to grow our little farm thing. Why can't we just plant directly in the soil like every other game? But then you go to Sandrock and they let you plant directly in the soil, but in Sandrock it makes more sense to have planter boxes. Will they reappear in Evershine? Probably not. I think planting directly in the soil is better. It just, in Sandrock's case, it would have made more sense to have planter boxes, so it's kind of weird they didn't have them. I get that the #1 complaint about Portia was not being able to plant directly in the soil, which makes sense, because A, every other game does that, and B, this is a temperate environment. But it was really funny that I remember them saying you're not going to have to do that in Sandrock, but then I thought, well, it makes more sense for Sandrock, though. And you do see some planter boxes, like you can't use them, but like, I think Nia makes use of some. It's really weird. Like, narratively, it would have made more sense to have planter boxes in Sandrock than it did in Portia, but gameplay-wise, yeah. You like the look of the boxes? I like the look of the boxes the way I have them right now, where it's just a few along the side. I don't know if I'm going to do this time, but my last playthrough, I think the entire backyard was covered with them. And at that point, it was like, yeah, okay. This would look a lot nicer if I could plant directly in the soil. Because I was full on farm last time. I don't think I'm going to do that this time, although once South Block opens up, having a lot of farming going on, it actually is a good moneymaker once you get South Block opened up. Prior to South Block opening up, it's kind of a waste of time. When, like, act like they're giving us something and the fandom wonders why we are being punished. I mean, I get why they did it. Because, yeah, every other game in the world lets you plant directly in the soil. For Evershine, they should do both. They should let you plant in soil and then also have the planter boxes, which is what Stardew does. Why do these look different? This planter box right here looks different than the rest. Yeah, like, because Stardew has planter boxes. Because in Stardew, you plant directly in the soil on a grid system, just like this. But you can also place a planter box in your house, which allows you to grow whatever crop in there. Of course, Stardew also has the greenhouse. I'm gonna refuel you and let you sit cold for a bit. I'm gonna refuel you. Hey, look, I have 100 carbon steel. Make 50 more. I know I'm going to need it. That's the most carbon steel I'll ever have. Actually, no, I had 100 before, but... All right, let's get started on that waterproof cloth. I can make 2. I need more fiber cloth. All right. Fiber cloth. I need more worn fur. Well, here I go killing again. Anyway, that's what I should do wherever shine. Because then the planter box can kind of be a decorative thing. And you can just plant whatever you want in it. A flower, a big tree, and you can have it either inside or outside. That one died. I just killed it in its sleep. It didn't even get a chance to wake up. This sword just one-shots these things. So yeah, I'd go with that. Directly in the soil with the gardening, but have a planter box option as well. Where's your buddies? There should be more than one of you. I need more than one. I guess we depopulated them too much. They're not spawning back in. I'm interested in the combat for Evershine. I'm curious what that's going to be like. Actually, the streamer I rated the other day who was playing Sandrock, I can't remember her name off the top of my head. Something Sylph. But I was watching her play Sandrock the other day, and we were chatting about the romances in Sandrock and who we're hoping, how we're hoping the romances will be in Evershine. And she actually revealed to me that there's some stuff I didn't know with how some of the romances work. I thought there were only 6 romanceable candidates for Evershine. Apparently there's actually at least 8 now. Possibly more. I was hoping that having 6 romanceable candidates meant that they were going to be higher quality. So, like, Portia has too many. I feel like Portia has too many romanceable candidates. Because, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 14, 15, 16, you don't count. 17, 18, 19. 20, but you stab us in the back. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 26, 27, 28. Yeah, Portia's got too many. 28 romanceable candidates, and the sad part is a good chunk of the males are basically just palette swaps. Which we've had that discussion before, but this guy leaves you. Why is Papa Bear not romanceable? That's a good question right there. Or Act, for that matter. Nora, I refuse to romance because I like that she starts dating Arlo at one point. So yeah, that's... I can't remember how many Sandrock had, but I think it was less than 28. Sandrock had a good number for romanceable candidates. But I think 6 is a good number for Evershine. 6 to 8. I don't think I'd go much higher. Because then you can focus on making each one a higher quality romance. I've been told that it is going to function like Sandrock, where you had the romance gift options, where you could you give them a gift and you're dating them now, or things like that, where it's like, I would rather them just not. Like, I get every other game in this genre does the romance gift thing, but can we not? Can't we just have the story options where you do a side quest and that's how you romance them? That works so much better. Apparently Evershine's going to do like Sandrock did, where it has both some romance characters who have the stories and others who are just give them the gifts. Which is like, Sandrock has 14. Yeah, it has like half. Friggin' Portia over here with 28 romanceable characters. Sandrock would half that amount. Make 18 of them. It has half of the amount of, Portia did. Which honestly is better because they're a much higher quality in Sandrock. Are you done yet? 6 hours. Well, let's put everything else on. Alright, we're just waiting on the hard aluminum for that. I'll just keep that in my inventory. That'll be ready later. Waterproof cloth. Probably done by tomorrow. Was I was making cultivated soil. Was there a reason? Yes, I was trying to lose some of this. I have too much dirt. Need to lose some of this dirt. So I might as well turn it into cultivated soil. So yeah, 8's a good number for Evershine, I feel. Plus, I looked at the Kickstarter page recently and found that the romanceable characters have increased, and I think the one who was not romanceable originally, but is romanceable now, was on there. You can have these pins. Evershine may fall somewhere in the middle, since they said they will add older characters for the players like myself that would never date one so young as Elsie or Emily. Yeah, I loved that about Sandrock. It had a good range of options. They weren't all just young adults. Like, Katori is a perfect example. Also Logan. Like, Logan's probably in his late 20s, maybe mid-20s. Katori, late 20s, early 30s. Builder character, your character's probably like Palia? See, I don't know about that, because Palia had the issue of everyone's the same age as well. Honestly, I was a lot of the romancing in Palia I'm kind of disappointed in, mostly because they wouldn't let me romance. They'll let you romance the single dad, but they wouldn't let me romance the big muscle mommy girl character. What was her name? The blacksmith. She's like this former adventurer, and she really likes her guns, i.e. her muscles. I liked her, and they wouldn't let me romance her. That was sad. I like that they do have the single dad. That is good. I think I ended up romancing Tish, though. I don't know, romancing in Palia felt kind of hollow. And that was partly because it was the MMO aspect, even though it wasn't really an MMO. It didn't feel special. Like, that didn't... Like in Sandrock, Portia, and Stardew, romancing someone feels special. Whereas in Palia, it just felt kind of like an item on the checklist for the game's design. Oh, I don't have anywhere to put that soil? Well, it can go in the farming chest. Same in Sandrock, you You can date Katori, but not Zeke. Zeke... I don't know if they ever explained why he's not dateable. Maybe he just doesn't really want to date. I don't know. I don't know. It was just the idea of an older man in Pele for me. I do like that, yeah. And the same with Katori. Like, you very rarely see characters like that. Especially romanceable ones. Like, and not just, like, with, what was his name? The single dad in Pele. I can't remember his name. But yeah, having him be the single dad, and you also have Logan, who has an adopted kid. Katori, who's the single mother. Yeah, I like options like that. Next thing you know, they're going to do like they did in Fable. Somebody's going to release one of these games where it's like Fable, and you can just romance anybody who's single. Literally any NPC. And maybe a few who ain't single if you want to go that route. Well, I think it was Fable that did that. Hidari? That was his name. Also, his kid's really cute. I can't remember the kid's name, but I liked her. She gave you the glider. Can I jump up there? I want to jump up there. Eh. No, come on. Come on. There we go. You know, both in this and Sandrock, I find myself double-clicking space sometimes to activate the glider, and I don't have a glider to activate. All right, I am just... Yeah, we got time. I'm gonna take the horse. I want to go over to the far side over there. Yeah, she had a name that's difficult to remember and say. So hold on a second. All right, so I'm looking to the north right now. This road runs by the port, aka the docks right now. It's not really a port. I wonder... See, in my head canon... Oh, wait, there's a tunnel. Since when? Since when has this been here? I don't remember this. I take it this is the tunnel that goes under the plateau, and then there's a road that cuts out on the other side. And that's how you get to the main road that runs over to Walnut Grove. Because, like, I looked at the map, and there has to be a road that runs from Portia to the west to hook up to the main road that runs south from Atara through Walnut Grove and down to whatever towns down in the south. And I always figured that this was the road that did that. Oh, later in the game. Oh, yeah, now I remember. And see, I always figured maybe the road goes this way? It has to run to the west. But if you look at the map, you can see the ocean kind of loops around that way. Not really. It's hard to tell with that cloud there, but... What we got over here? Crabs. We got crabs. Got a lot of crabs. Holy crap. And sea urchins and lobsters. Well, I know where I need to come if I ever need this stuff. They're having a party over here. Wonder where the bus... And yeah, okay, that has to be it. So that must go down... Does it go into the tunnel? Or does it just turn around right here? Hold on. Okay. So my theory was right. The Portia bus that we see driving around, that I've always wondered what that bus was there for, and I figured that it must be a bus that runs to other cities in the Alliance. And that, I guess that confirms it. It goes to the other places. So that tunnel does connect up. That's neat that they actually planned that far ahead. Because in this game, they don't have the roads. Like, if you go look at the map of the free cities in the mayor's office, let's see if I can make it there before it closes. The map in this game does not have the roads on it. The one in Sandrock does. But I did figure in my first playthrough that there had to be a road that ran west. Yeah. You can't see my mouse. Hold on. But yeah, so there's Portia right there. They don't have the exact spots of the cities, but you could kind of tell that, so like Atara and Tall Sky are like the major cities. So logically there would be a road that runs through Walnut Grove to Tall Sky, and logically there would be a road that connects Portia to that. We know Sandrock doesn't connect up to Portia via a land route. So we know there's no roads connecting those two, so there had to be one to go into the west. And then when you get in Sandrock and you see they actually have the roads marked out, yeah, they're marked out just like that. Atara connects to Highwind, Walnut Grove, Tall Sky, Vega 5's in the middle of the ocean. And I forgot about this, but playing through Portia, someone does mention that there are other towns and villages. These are just the major ones, but there are smaller towns and villages scattered around. Which also, if it's not shown here, but if you remember in Sandrock, the town Highwind's got its little dot, and then there's a short road and another little dot right next to it on the ocean. The two are right next to each other. Apparently that second one does have a name, although it's not shown in the map. But it is a separate city from Highwind, apparently. Also, another thing I never noticed, but I did read this on the wiki. Seaside is not on here. It's mentioned, but it's never shown on the map. And also, if you go into... Now that I have the camera, I can actually inspect this in greater detail. But that darn globe, I never noticed this until recently. But the... Look at Scraps, that little shit eater. He ate some shit earlier, literally. Nasty. Nasty ass dog. This globe right here. There's no way this is accurate. There's no freaking way. Because that would mean... Yeah. Oh, I hit the wrong button. That's the button I want. Yeah, there's no way this is accurate, because Seaside is supposed to be... Well, one, west of Portia, but that would mean it would be over here, and there's nothing but water. Two, north of Portia leads to Sandrock and Atara and all that. Those are north of Portia. But that's the South Pole. Which, I mean, the magnetic poles do flip, but, or can flip, but... Yeah, if anything ever gets retconned, it's gonna be that. Because there's no way this globe is accurate. There's no way in hell. That would also, like... The sheer size, if you assume an Earth-sized planet, we know it's essentially a day and a half by a very slow bus from Portia to Sandrock. But no, if this is the same scale as Earth, that would be a multi-day trip. That would be at least 2 or 3 days of driving on a bus that slow. I really want to know what town this is. Because they have an airport. And what town this is. This has got to be early concept art for Portia. I don't know about that one. But this one, it looks way too similar to Portia to not be. Like, it almost matches perfectly. Like, that's the island. Yeah, if you just flip it, so that's west, and this would be north, east, and that's south. It's almost perfect. It's almost right there at it. Check mark there still. Hold on, let's theorize. I know I've said this before. One of the videotapes you can watch in this game shows either an alternative or a version of Portia that we never got, because it shows like you were able to actually fly an airplane and other things like that. Shows nothing under Portia, but somehow we build a bridge to the desert located in the ocean. Yeah. That one at least shows land south of Portia. Yeah. I don't have the TV yet, but we're going to watch it. I don't even remember what tape it is. But yeah, there is a tape you can watch in this game that shows it looks just like Portia, including the various characters, including Alan Carter, who plays no role in this game, but has a unique character model. You only ever see him on the weekends when he comes to the Commerce Guild. But he played a role in that game. And there's airplanes you can fly. And it had an airport right next to town. And I'm wondering if this is like... If that was some alpha version of Portia. And it just changed since then. And I wonder if this was the map of what Portia looked like then. In my theory is it is. Because it would make a lot of sense. In Portia, they established that like airplanes are supposed to be rare, even though we see quite a few of them. I don't know. This universe is weird. Maybe an alpha. That's what I think. This universe is weird. Like, they say they can't build certain engines, but then you look at them, it's just a simple electric motor. But you can't build an electric motor. Those things ain't that complicated.
Hello.
Hi,
My life
Nora.
at the university is busy. I'm glad to be of... See you.
Here, you can have 10 gold. To help the needy. What are you? You're the irrigation floor. Nitra tree. Oh, you can grow niter. Oh. Yeah, it's really weird what they can and can't build in this universe. They did it already with Evershine and Project Me. Possibly. I need to think of a name. Because I'm gonna buy a horse at some point. And I need to think of a name for it. Still an hour and a half on those. Yeah, I'm not going to be making those until later. Although, really, I do want to play that version of Portia because it looked fun. It reminded me a lot of... Oh, I can't remember the name of it. There was a game on the Nintendo, Super Nintendo, way back in the day, where you could, like, fly different things around. I think it was called Pilot Wings. It reminded me a lot of that. It looked a lot like that. It's that darn bus again. You know, that also explains... Because the tourists, they come off of the bus, now that I think about it. When you walk around town in this game, and you see just random NPCs, they have tourists above their head. If you see them, they do spawn at the bus stops when the bus stops there. And they go back to it later in the day. I feel like I should tweak the stream elements automated messages a bit. Especially that one, enjoying, because that's supposed to be like every 30 minutes, I believe. And I feel like it's faster than that. The one about the peanut butter sandwich is hourly. There's another one too. I can't remember what it says. 2, 1, complete. All right, and you can get right back on some stainless aluminum. How much did I need? Not for that. 8. All right, stainless aluminum, make 8 of them. 20 hours, good God. Do the same with Sandrock with the train. It's cute to see it. The thing with the train... Okay, I'm a nerd who picks up on these things, but the thing with the train and Sandrock that always bothered me was it would... Sometimes it was just not there when characters were leaving. It's like they didn't... Characters would say, I'm leaving tomorrow, and then you get the cutscene that they're leaving tomorrow, even when the train left the day before. It was like... Because it came every 3 days, if I remember correctly. I wish they would have synced that up a bit better. It was always weird when you'd hear the sound of the train arriving and it was never there on some of those cutscenes. All right, we can turn those in tomorrow. We just got to build them. That we're kind of working towards. This will be ready tomorrow as well. Also in Sandrock with the train, you never really, like, characters would spawn at the train station, but they would do that even if the train wasn't there. Waterproof lamps, all we need. All right. I'll make sure I'm getting that right. Oh, son of a... It needs 4 waterproof lamps. Oh, wait, that adds up to 4. Okay. Your train arrived every day? I swear it was every 3. Because it's supposed to be like a day trip to the 2 other cities. So it's like Atara, if you leave Atara, it's like a day-long, or at least it's an overnight trip to Sandrock. And then the train would leave Sandrock, and it's an overnight trip to Highwind. And then it reversed direction. Which always begged the question why they didn't build a second one. But probably should make that a double track. Have, you know, but whatever. would try to run you down every day on your way to the guild. Yeah, it could sneak up onto you. They really should put like a whistle on that thing. It has one, but they don't whistle when they're coming into town. Even though there's no crossing arms or anything like that at the crossings. So, yeah, that train wasn't very loud. It would just sneak up on you, run you down. All right. Sort all this. We'll turn these in tomorrow. All right. That's enough of that. Go to sleep. What time is it? 23:33. Christmas is almost here. I didn't do Christmas cards this year. I just kind of ran out of time. We have got a letter. It is from Carol. Sewing machine you made is incredible. I'm able to complete new garments even more quickly. Also found a way to update the attributes of a piece of clothing. Got something from May. Mayor Gale loved the article. Super impressed with your photography. Thinking we need a piece celebrating the efforts of our research center. You need photographs of Merlin and Petra, the recovery machine, and the research center. Since when am I the photographer for the paper? Like, I don't remember saying I would do that, but okay, whatever. All right, you're almost done. All right, now make me 3 waterproof cloth, please. 2 hours on that. All right. How much longer on you? 7 hours, okay. And is that all I'm waiting on? Oh no, I have to make those into waterproof lamps. All right. All right, no point in going to the guild right now. I still have one mission going. You know, I wonder why they never built a train line, or at least they never said they were building a train line from Atara down to the city at the south. Whatever its name was. Tall Sky? Yeah, Tall Sky. Like, you would think that would be a good place for a train line. Have it run through Walnut Grove. Wonder where we're gonna get a My Time at Walnut Grove. I know I've said I've wanted that before, but... Alright, 1 charging station and 1 water tower. Alright, go talk to Albert. And remind him of his place. Walk up behind Albert, go boo, make him jump. You know, fun fact about that short? The newspapers that just flop on screen, they're actually 3D. I don't know if you pause the short while they're on screen, if you have the resolution, you can actually read them. There is a, it's not a full article, but it's not lorem ipsum either. It's actually written out.
Nice work. Now that we have water in the south block, all that's left is electricity. Once we hook it up to the town's power grid, we'll be open for business.
Well, I already know what's coming next because I remember this quest. Wow. We just got a freaking huge waterfall. All right, did you have a thing above your head, Albert? Looked like you did. Come back here.
Hello.
Shall we hang out together? No, no, no. You are enemy, Albert. You are public enemy or despot enemy number 1. All right. After what you did, no. But yeah, in the newspapers, not only do they have that little article written, they are actually 3D. Because I only made the picture, and DaVinci Resolve, you can turn a picture into a 3D object, so it's basically that, and they're stacked on top of each other. They flop a little bit. I could have done a better job of that, but I wanted to get it done quickly. That was way more effort than I needed to put in for that. All right, that's done. We can turn that in. Is this who I'm delivering to? Son of a bitch, he would be down in the mines right now. All right, well, let's go to the research center and get this photography stuff done. I don't want to spend 300 gold just to go give him his darn thing. Take a picture of this. All right, we got the research center. Hello, guys. My name is Despa. I apparently work for the paper. I'm here to take some photos. Saw Petra. I don't know where Merlin is. Recovery machine.
Photo of me? Are you sure you don't just want one of Merlin?
We need one of Merlin, but yes, of you as well.
Hello?
Can I do a group photo and hide myself? This is supposed to be a professional. Let's just have a... Okay, I wonder if this counts. Probably not. Petra, hold still. Petra, that's terrible. It's a terrible photo, Petra. Why are you being difficult? Also, where is Merlin? Petra! Hold still. Ah! God damn it. That's even worse. Petra, you're being difficult. Why are you being difficult? Come on, get a picture of that. Wait, if I pause time... Oh, I just forgot I could do that. But she's not really... This is gonna look goofy. Fine. I need her to hold still. Where the hell is Merlin? Oh, you know what? Merlin's at the... Can we go to the... From here? Yay, we can. Awesome.
I can't believe you stopped my important research for a photograph. Come on, make it quick.
All right. Jesus, Merlin, you're freaking annoying. You know that? Well, at least you have glasses, so I can hide the fact that you're walking. Need to go through and remove some of those old photos. What? That didn't count? Son of a... Merlin. She must have went to the research center. You know, before, I don't think you could actually get to the research center through the museum like that. They must have added that at some point, because I don't remember being able to do that. Like, I know they were always connected, but... There we go, that's a pose. Does that count? Yes, okay. Yeah, they were always connected, but I don't think you were able to do that last time I played. Check something on my phone real fast. Alright, horse. Let's go talk to May. And by us, I mean, or let's go talk, I mean, you sit outside while I go talk to May. Your grandson just FaceTimed you. That's fine.
All
You didn't miss
finished?
anything.
Let's see. Oh, Petra looks so cute in this one.
May, that was a
Make sure to
terrible
check
picture.
for it in my newest article.
May, that was a terrible picture of Petra. I had to snap it while she was walking. She wouldn't hold still long enough. Alright, is Toddy out of the darn mines yet? I'd really like to pick up another commission today. Horsewood no name, you're frickin' being weird. Is he out of the mines yet? Damn it, Toddy. Of course he's not. Why would he be? I'm not about to pay 300 gold to go down in the mines just to give this dude his commission. Halfway want to tell him he can come pick it up later. 2 wall lights. That would be easy enough to do. 5 pigments. I could do that. I think I already have 5 pigments. 3 waste packs. Honestly, I think I might go with the wall lights. This just needs composite wooden boards. See where we're at in the rankings right now. Ooh, whoa, nope. I thought Higgins was catching up, but nope, I'm still 1,000 in front of him. Almost 1,000 in front of him, about like 900. That's funny. All that posturing Higgins did, and here I am getting number 1 in the rankings year 1. Just need Toddy to get the hell out of the mine. I think he runs back by the house, so chillax. Arlo's gonna ride the horse and make Sam walk. What the heck? Are you done? You're done. We're gonna let you chill for a little bit. I don't think we need to make more charcoal for now. Let me go check that blender. Still got 2 hours. What about you? 3 hours. Well, 4 hours. Still not out of the mines. Wonder what's in there. Why'd they chain that up? Or block that off? That's the tree farm. Oh, frickin'. Oh no, it's just the light. It's like, that looks like a force field. What the heck? Who's this Star Trek Lara Tech or Era Tech we got going on? It's hotting. Spent the entire morning down there. Here's your darn commission. I know what you do later, and I don't like that character. He is such a nothing burger of a character. He's a nothing burger turned frickin' terrorist. 2 wall lights. We can do that. He's like Isabel from oh, what was the... No, wait. Isabel was the dog. Katie was the elephant, and she was the terrorist. That's it. Oh, that was Animal Crossing. That's what it was. Bet you didn't know that. In Animal Crossing, Katie's a terrorist. And Isabel is a commie. 2 wall lights. Wow, I can just do this right now? Alright. Make sure I got everything for that. Yep, we're just waiting on those. 4 of them, I think? Hold on. Bus station needs 4 wall lights. Or no, 4 waterproof lights. Which is 2, 4, 6. 8 of those. Yep. Okay. I haven't played Animal Crossing in 10 years. I've never played it. I've just found like little gags of it on YouTube where people have made the claim like there's a whole animated video on YouTube of Isabel being a commie. It's actually hilarious. Because like the whole joke is Isabel is running the town while the player character is off competing in Smash Brothers. And she she writes a manifesto. She tries to introduce communism to the town, and it doesn't go well. The player has to come fix everything. And then at the end of it, she has like a shrine to Christ, what was his name? The guy who wrote the Communist Manifesto. Oh crap, his name is slipping my mind right now, but there's a picture of him, but then they put like a little dog face on him, so it looks like he was a dog, and Isabel's like worshiping him or something. It's freaking hilarious. Alright, that's done. Actually, if that's done, I was able to do that so quickly. I wonder, does it let me take another one, or do I really am just limited to 1 a day? About this one for May. Oh, sorry, May. This Commerce Guild has weird rules. Only take 1 a day. Doesn't reward hard work. Or planning ahead and just happening to have extra stuff lying around. Let's go exploring for a little bit. There's not really anything to explore in the desert. We went west yesterday, so... Actually, we are going to go to the desert. I just remembered something. I just remembered there's a chest over here I saw I need to get. gotta kind of run around a bit to get to it, but it's over here. I'd put a marker there. And just now remembered to go get it. Oh, these birds spawned out of nowhere. There it is. Apricot juice. It's really loud over here. Follow the water around. Why not? What the hell? We're adventurous. Oh, really? That water was ankle deep. Come on. Oh, there's the building where me and Sam almost died together. That was fun. You got this waterfall right here. I wonder where that water comes from. This big waterfall right here. How is there no fishing spot right here? It's over there. Yeah, seriously, where does that water come from? Looks like it comes from a big basin. So there, yeah, it's probably those mountains in the Eufaula, because you can see them. Yeah. Alright, that explains it. I wonder if a horse could make that jump. Supposedly it is possible to get over here before you have the bridge with the horse. Oh, invisible wall. Okay, he goes off. He can go off there. No invisible wall there. I also don't think he can make that jump, so... I hate invisible walls. Just let me go where I wanna. Damn it. Maybe if we go downhill, get some speed up, we might be able to make that. Roar! Come on, horse with no name, you can do it. Whee! Oh, I swear it looks like he could make this one. Hit the rock, hit the rock! Damn it. I'm gonna piss this horse right the hell off. What's up, Papa Bear? Oh, this horse would frickin' toss my ass in the water for that shit. Alright, I had a little something I wanted to do. My alarm that I had set should be going off soon. I'm gonna get to my house. Don't run May over. Get up on top of the house. I'm gonna leave y'all with this lovely sunset while I do something real fast. Let's see here. Window capture. I want you to capture. Yeah, that'll work. All right. 3 minutes. I'm just going to leave this kind of in the background. Oh, that's funny. No, I got to show this now. Hold on a second. So, Santa is on his way to the International Space Station. He will be there in 40 seconds. He was last spotted in the Galapagos National Park of Ecuador. It's down there. Oh, wow, they actually got the National Space Station modeled. That's neat. All right, we are tracking Santa. This is now officially tracking Santa on twitch.tv. I think this is the end of the run, though. Nope, now he has the Guatemala. Why would he? You'd think he'd go to the space station last. Why would he go to the space station? I mean, there are people on it. They deserve their Christmas presents. What's actually funny is they have the sleigh pointed this way. Let's see. Hold on a minute. I can't really tell. The relative motion, at least relative to the space station, looks like he's moving that direction. Which actually would be possible in space, but... Alright, we're less than a minute to go here. 15. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Merry Christmas! Here on the East Coast. As Santa leaves the International Space Station, he'll be reaching Guatemala in 2 minutes. Let's see. So he's right here. When I started the stream, he had left Key West and was over Orlando at the very start of the stream. So he's gone up this way and then down this way. And this is where he's currently at. So he's still got presents to deliver. He's delivered 100,000 million, 6,378,000,000 and counting. That's how many presents Santa has delivered. This is NORAD's Santa tracker. If you want to look in... Wait, does that move? If you want to look into the whole story about NORAD tracking Santa and all that, it's a really fun little tale. But they do this every year. They track Santa. Used to, it was a hotline you could actually call and they would tell you where Santa was. Now they have this website. Holy crap, the ISS actually moves. I wonder if that's the actual location of the ISS then. Is it the Santa Watch? It's noradsanta.org. Google has a separate one. There's a few out there nowadays, but this is the original. I always like going to this one because I like the story behind it. But there's a few different track Santa Claus things out there. For some reason, they don't all match up. You would think they would. I think Santa might be spoofing his location. One of them's accurate. Probably this one. Yeah, the ISS actually moves. I don't think that's its orbit, though. Or bluffing. Yeah, it could be bluffing. Hold on a second. I'm going to cut back to the game. Oh, shit. The game's still running. Well, let me pause that. So I don't pass out in the background. Let me turn game capture back on. I want to check something. Current position of the International Space Station. Nope, that is its... No, that's not its location. So this is the International Space Station's current location. I can't zoom that map out. But yeah, that's India right there. So it's right here, but that is the orbit. So that is the proper orbit. It's going just north of Panama. Yeah, that's the right orbit. It's just out of position. That's interesting. Maybe this is delayed. Santa has to hide his actual location. You know, there's him and Jack Frost. They're not on speaking terms anymore. Jack Frost might be trying to, you know, mess up Christmas. That and the, you know, there's Grinches out there, so he's got to hide his current location to make sure Jack Frost doesn't get him or something. Fuck it. That's headcanon now. All right, that's fun. We can unload that tab now. All right, I am going to leave y'all with the music for a second. I got to go check something on the stove. So BRB. I have returned. Alright, so it is officially Christmas now. We know where Santa's at, or where he was. I had to go turn the broth on the stove off. That already tastes delicious. That's gonna make some good gravy. That can go in the food chest, I guess. Alright. Those are all cold. We'll just focus on these two. Honestly, they probably have enough wood that they can go through the night, but I like to refuel them every night anyway. I learned my lesson, and we are just keeping minimum 100 carbon steel around. Alright, how about you? Were you done? Yay, you are. Which means I should now be able to craft 4 of these, which I can then put here. Alright, we got that done. I can install that tomorrow, and that's the only thing we got left to do. We have cleared our mission list. So what am I gonna do next? It might not be a bad idea to go ahead and get... I think it would be better to wait on this. On my comprehensive cutter and grinder, I'm gonna wait until I have upgraded the house and yard. Because they take up a decent amount of space. I mean, I might be able to fit them in here. You know what? I think I can fit them in here. If I sacrifice one of those, and then build a new one, and then have... Actually, I wouldn't need to. One of these is getting sacrificed for the generator. I think I'll just build the generator first, and then we'll worry about the comprehensive thingies. Yeah, because these both need the industrial furnace, which I have one of. I could sacrifice one of the ones I have, but I kind of don't want to. Where's that generator? Fire-powered generator. Got that. I would need 10 more of those, and then got that. Racket. Let's get the thingy going on carbon steel plates, then. You need 10. I have 2. So make 8. And I still have at least 100 bars. Awesome. Also need a civil furnace, an industrial engine, and a copper coil. All right. Furnace, I'll just swipe one of those. A industrial engine and a copper coil. I'll just take this furnace right here, I think. Put in inventory. There we go. And I got the wood back. Copper coil, industrial engine, and furnace. All right, we just need the steel plates, and that'll be ready in 18 hours. And the best part is, that's just gonna sit in a chest for a while. I don't even really need it yet. So I might just retrieve all that. But just knowing that I have the stuff to make it. Alright. Let's go to Betty Bye. Alright, so I got my stock done for the gravy. That's just got to cool off, and then I can put it in the fridge. I can defat that tomorrow. And I'll use the fat on the mushrooms, because it's going to be a mushroom-esque gravy. And then I can do my potatoes when the stream's done. And then I'll be done with it for the night as far as cooking goes. Brand new commission that was created with your building skills in mind. Mayor Gale wants to see me at my earliest convenience. Still some decent amount of time left on that. Oh, where's Emily running off to? Oh, she want to talk to me? Heal. Nope. And then put this. All that's in there. How about you? Are you going on anything? You are not. Well, you're about to be. Make 50 hard aluminum. All right, Emily, what do you want? You want to hang out? Yeah, I think we can do that.
Hello.
Hang out tomorrow? Sure. Peach Plaza at 10:30. Good Lord, Emily, that's early. Which means... Oh, wait, that's a Friday tomorrow. Okay, we'll take Ginger out on a Saturday. All right, bus station I just need to turn in. And then that. And then Russo's got something going on. Let's go talk to whoever in here wants to talk to me. Never mind, they open at 8. Old Town doesn't open up till 8 o'clock. There you go, horse. Block Higgins. Block him. Linen rugs. Grinding blades. Water buckets. Waterproof. I just did waterproof cloth. You're worth 900. You're worth 5. Hold on to this one for a bit. Make sure he doesn't take this. Okay, he took that one. We'll take this one. I can do linen rugs. Let's turn this into Albert.
Nice work.
Or Antoine.
This is your payment.
5 golds. Pick this one up. There we go. Now we can go see. Heading out early tonight. Have a good one. Have a good one too, Nani. Merry Christmas to you and yours. Although you're on the West Coast, it ain't Christmas for you yet, but... See ya next time, which probably will be Friday. I probably will do a Portia stream Friday. Alright, who am I talking to?
Oh.
You.
Oh, it's just you. Look, I'm not feeling all that social today. Actually, to be honest, I'm in a pretty bad situation.
Oh, that's too bad.
Hey! Wanna listen to me now?
Sure.
I just got back from a business trip in Sandrock. While I was there, I went to a cafe. It had great dessert tea and cute waitresses. It was the perfect place for me. Until something terrible happened. I overheard one of the girls laughing about my outfit.
Oh my god, Albert. I know who that was. It was probably a lovely lady named Amira. Yes, okay. The waitress at the only cafe in town in Sandrock is cute. Grace is her name, by the way. Maybe think about learning her name first. She is adorable. She will hurt you, just so you know. She's very capable of doing damage. But the lovely lady who was laughing about your outfit, and frankly, I don't blame her, because as what's his face said, you looked like a bottle of mouthwash Yeah, that was Amira. Now, I happen to know the builder over in Sandrock, and yeah, he's a thing with her. So, you know, back the fuck up, Albert. Continue.
This may come as a surprise to you, but I care a lot about my appearance. I try to be humble about it, but after this, I feel pretty low. I was wondering if you could maybe see what other people around town think about my style?
You want me to run around town and ask people what they think of you? Albert, I need you to grow a backbone, my dude. Go over to Sonia is like your personality type, right? Go to Sonia and ask her, do you think this outfit looks good? All right, it isn't that difficult.
I can do that. Do you want me to ask everybody?
No, I can't do that. Make him do it.
No, that's not necessary. Anybody will do. 2 random people. Off the top of my head, maybe Phyllis and Sonia?
There you go. Go ask. Sonia's right outside. Go talk to her. She loves fashion, I'm sure.
That's not random at all.
Listen, you might have a better time with the ladies if you didn't, like, I don't really, I should not hand out romance advice. I'm the last person that should. I am the last person that should be talking about that. Let's go see Mayor Gale. Of course, he's not open yet. Come on, horse. Russo.
Gale has been planning the Portia Breach for a long time. I do believe it will be the key to the future prosperity of our city.
Well,
Where did you go?
Are you looking for someone?
Miss Ginger hasn't had much of an appetite recently, so I've been trying to get Django to come up with a new recipe. He's agreed to do it, but nothing's come of it so far. I've already asked him twice, and he always said he's busy, but he'll have it soon. It's been a week already. I don't want to be pushy, so I don't want to bug him yet again. Can you have a talk with him? See what he's up to exactly for him to be so busy.
Sure, why not? I gotta go see Phyllis first, though. Who is not up at the clinic. She's over here.
You want to know what I think of Albert's appearance?
I don't want to know. He wants to know.
I don't mind a little bit of gossip. Albert seems to keep himself well-groomed, but his fashion isn't for me. It's a little too frontier. You either go rugged like Arlo or classy like Gust. Guys like Albert are just playing it too safe.
Okay, that's one way to put it. I don't really think anything of his outfit, to be honest. Like, it's just meh. He's just a meh kind of guy.
Hello there. What's that? You want to gossip about Albert? You came to the right girl.
I knew I would.
Albert's not a bad-looking guy by any means, but he lacks the elegance of a man like Django. And deconstruction seems like a successful business, so I don't know why Albert dresses so normally. He should flaunt his wealth a little more.
What?
This is kind of cute, don't you think? But he sure naps a lot. The other day, he came in for an order. Before I fulfilled it, he was already sound asleep. I have never seen anyone do that before. Hey!
Why do I get the feeling that Sonia and Albert end up together? Like, we know Albert gets a significant other by the time Sandrock's story ends, which does take place after Portia's ending. Why do I feel like he gets with Sonia? Those two, they feel like they would go well together.
Now that you're part of our gossip team, you have to tell me where you get your outfits. Standard procedure.
I get them from Carol.
Bye!
Yeah, this came from Carol. I don't really like it. It makes me look like I should be driving a train. Alright, Albert, I got bad news for you. They all think your outfit is a bit stale.
Neither of them are too impressed either, huh? That is terrible news. But I guess that waitress in Sandrock was doing me a favor in her own way. A charming bachelor like me can't walk around not knowing what people think of him. That's like building a house on a poor foundation. And I know better than that, at least. Thanks for running around for my sake, though. Here's a little something for your trouble. Maybe I should go have a talk with Carol.
Maybe. Couldn't hurt. Just stay away from Ginger and Amira. That's all I'm asking. Albert, Ginger, and Amira belong to me and the builder and Portia, or sorry, Sandrock, respectively, okay? They're mine, damn it! I will cut you! Beat your ass again. Go hook up with Sonia. She's your type. She 100% is your type, Albert. Or you're her type or something. I don't fucking know, and I don't fucking care. Gail, you wanted to see me? Something about a commission?
You received my mail. Good, good. I've been so impressed with your conduct lately, especially after you dealt with those shenanigans in the desert. So I could not resist offering this project to you alone.
Okay.
I consider this project to be the icing on the cake of Portia. There should be no dangerous combat or fixing a system gone awry involved, I hope.
I hope too.
This one should be nothing but a boon to the city.
Okay.
So, what's the project?
The Portia Hot Air Balloon Park.
Ooh.
I've been wanting to build something like this in Portia ever since I rode in one during the war, decades ago. The view from the balloon is just wonderful. I'm sure Portians and visitors alike will love it. Plus, I finally got funding for it.
Hooray.
If memory serves, I believe there will be two parts to this project. First, you'll need to build a landing platform and balloons. Then, you'll need to install them into the right place. Sounds like fun, right? Are you up for it?
Sure. I've been looking forward to this one.
I've cleared some space for this project by the duck pond behind McDonald's Ranch. You'll need to install the landing platform there. I've also taken the liberty to discuss it with Petra. She's confident that an air balloon and a platform can be built, but a bit of research may be involved. You might want to have a chat with her.
Which means I need to go by the house and get the data disk.
At any
Got
rate,
it.
I must get back to other business. Please stay safe and have fun. There's no immediate rush on this project, except for my own impatience to see the idea take flight. Pun intended. I can't wait to see South Block completed. I'm going to put our city on the map, figuratively.
I mean, it is, but okay. I mean, it should be done. Well, no, I handed the bus station to Antoine, so that should be installed tomorrow, probably. All right, let's head back to the shop, get everything going over here. Then we'll go talk to Petra. Alrighty then. Still waiting on those. I need composite wooden boards. I make those over here, I think. Or can I make them here? No. Composite wooden boards. Needs 10 of them. I have the ability to make 25 of them. Cancel these for now. Go ahead and make 10 of these. So that can run through the day. I can have that turned in tomorrow. And then we'll get back to work on our plates. Which just need a little bit. Just need 4 more. Okay. 4 days on those. Let's get the data disk out. We're gonna need these. All right, linen rugs. I need 3. Can make 4. Gonna have to go get some more fiber cloth, it seems. We'll swing by Carol's and pick some up. I think I should just do that every day. Just spend some money at Carol's. It shouldn't put too big of a drain on my wallet. Alright. How much of the... You know what? Just go ahead and buy 10 of that, too. 5 of those and some cotton, for good measure. Alright, this is what I'm wearing. You don't have anything else available right now. What clothes do you wish to modify? Alright, interact with Carol and select revise. Heading to Carol's store and working with the... Okay. Select the apparel, confirm the next step. Oh. By revising the apparel, you can keep it the way it looks, but change its stats to the stats of another apparel. All the apparels that you receive will be listed here. If you pick a low-level revision, stats might weaken. Materials needed for the revision, stats before, stats after. Pick up the apparel at Carol's store the next day. To be totally honest, I kind of want this outfit. Maybe that one. Casual. Let's buy this real quick. Let me buy that. I want to modify this one. Revise it to level 28. It will need 3 leather. 6 leather. Alright, we can work on that. Why not? Because that's the outfit I want. What you doing over here?
Hello.
So, Addit, I can't help but notice you come over to here and check it out. Just hang out every day, almost. Like, feel like you might be casing the joint, maybe?
I run into some danger when I'm out on my walks through nature, but I always find a way to hide or run away. I don't want to disturb the balance.
I'm sure.
See you.
I'm watching you, Addit. Always watching. Alright, let's talk to Petra. Petra, my favorite researcher.
Are you here for the diagrams?
Yep.
I've got you covered. You'll need a basket for 1 to 2 people, something to power the balloon, and appropriate cloth for the balloon itself. To complete the research, I think we'll need 5 data disks.
Question. You already know what we need. Why do you need 5 data disks to research this?
Fantastic. It will take a little while to analyze this data. Hi.
Hi. While
Hi.
you're on
Did you
that,
discover something new?
here's
That
20
should be
more.
enough data disks. Still, if you want to expedite our research, you can submit more data.
Yeah, here's
the data
30.
corruption on these disks are minimal.
It leaves me with 18, but I think that's the last thing I needed researched. So we should be good. I'll slowly just accumulate more of those anyway, so we can start spending them on other things. Watching you at it. Watching. Back to the shop. We'll wait for the diagrams. Alright, stay. You're not going to be ready till later today. You tomorrow. Unfortunately, I can't use my skiver yet. Might be worth it to actually go ahead and make the comprehensive cutters now. There's the bus. Well, let's go scope out where we're actually putting these things. Let me run across the field here. Oh, I didn't know they had sheep back here. Alright, that's the tree farm's water thingy. Oh, great. A DD stop here. I knew I was going to be building one before too long. You know, I feel like it would be better right here. But whatever. I wonder. I kind of want to see if I can get to the swamp yet. I don't think I can. Portia Tree Farm. Interesting. Oh no, they have it fenced in. Come on. I feel like you could easily make that jump. Especially this one. Whatever. I swear this wasn't always fenced in, though. Like, it should open up somewhere. Oh, I was just in the wrong spot. That explains it. It's over here, that's where I'm... Yeah, so that's not opened yet. What is the point of that fence if you don't fence in the other part? We got windows here to that thing. Behind Duck Pond. Wonder why they call it Duck Pond. Maybe they see a lot of ducks there, so they just call it Duck Pond, because that's where the ducks are. I feel like my horse would be able to make that jump, because, like... Yeah, he jumps pretty far from a full gallop. If I had an altitude advantage... Yeah, no, that ain't gonna happen. It doesn't connect up there. Oh, invisible wall. Mushroom, mushroom. Big invisible wall. I always feel demotivated whenever I see an invisible wall. Let me explore. Oh. Shortcut. That thing. Down here. Oh, what the heck was I just climbing? Kind of a shortcut if you can do it in one jump. All right. Go around this way. There is nothing. More nothing. Ow. Bird threw some shit at me. That sucked. Pass this thing. Now later on, I think you end up building a platform or something that lets you climb up and over. Where am I right now? I'm over here. Yeah, I think you build a platform that lets you get up and over here. I feel like we could easily make this. I could build a ramp. Nope. Might be up to in the right spot, but... this horse's jumping distance is not nearly as far as you think it is. Like, even downhill, he doesn't jump that far. Oh, another invisible wall? Yep. Okay, well. That's as much as we can see today, I guess. Although that pretty much explores the entire map that's currently accessible anyway. Doesn't Portia look lovely from this angle? Suddenly, it's Assassin's Creed, and we're running along the rooftops. Django, I need to talk to you.
Oh, hello, Builder. Me? I've been practicing my swordsmanship especially hard recently. I took on 2 more young pupils. If I don't shape up, how can I be a good master?
Okay.
Did you finish the recipe for Mr. Russo?
Recipe? Ah, I totally forgot. When I get into the flow of the sword dance, I tend to become forgetful of everything else. Alas, this is not very honorable of me. Do you know how to make swords?
I can.
Of course.
Great! Help me make 3 practice swords so all my 3 disciples can practice on their own. After that, I can focus on the recipe.
They already have... oh, whatever.
I heard the mayor will be building a new settlement over on the southern bank of the Portia River. I'm sure we'll get more patrons soon.
Yeah, wait a minute. Can we see how that's progressing? Still under construction. Uh-oh. I know what that means. This is the fun one. Ah, that's the outfit that I had. When is this one? Oh, it's tomorrow. God damn it, Emily. You picked a terrible day. This is probably going to be the last in-game day of the stream, though. But that does mean we'll have the festival raid tomorrow. So we have that to look forward to. Alright, 3 practice swords, no problem. How about you? 33 minutes, you're almost done. You, 8 hours. You, 3 days. You, 3 days. Alright, let's get these lamb rugs and the composite sword. Or not the composite sword, the, don't need that one visible yet. Waiting on that one, show me that one. Okay, we'll get these 2 done today. I'm just waiting on my darn rugs. Didn't I need this going on something else immediately after? If I did, I don't know what it is, but I need to keep this clear, because I'm probably going to need it in the near future. That's done. Guess I don't need anything. Alright, who in here wanted the linen rugs? Sonia, you wanted the linen. Don't you just love it when the waterfall happens? Even though it goes up, not down. Horse, over here. I will name you one day. No, I won't. Because it's another horse I'll end up buying, I'm sure. Alright, I got your swords.
This is excellent quality. Thank you for the help.
So
No
now
problem.
you're working on the recipe?
Actually, it's almost done. It only slipped my mind recently. I was working on it before the new students showed up. Tomorrow. I'll have it done by then and might not.
Crafting workshop. Find Russo. Hi, May. Done for the day?
Hey!
Making your rounds,
Laura has
running
me running
around.
errands for him today. Where can I find a red tea?
Probably at the round table. That'd be my guess. Russo's most likely at his house where he lives with Nope, he's right here. Awesome.
So that was why Django was so slow with the recipe. Yes, he's known to lose his mind when it comes to the sword arts. Thank you for the help.
Ginger, my beloved.
Hello. I love to make things with my hands. It really brightens up my day.
You and me both, Ginger. Here, I think I know where you're going. Let's go. Let me give you a ride. Alright, hold on, Ginger. I'm really gonna let the horse go now. Is this where you like to chill? Alright, Gus, you can take over. Yeah, this is the fun festival where you get to clobber everybody with a snowball. Alright, you can stay here. Alright, those will go overnight. These will go overnight. I really wish I could get my steel plates going on something. It might not be a bad idea to get that comprehensive cutter going. In theory, I would only need one of these, but I think I want to have 2, so... What do I need to make one more? Marble planks, steel plates, industrial cores. I would need more bloodstone. Too big of a problem. Do I have marble planks already? Nope. Alright, how many do I need? 5. Can I make 5? I can make 10. All right, well, craft 5. 7 hours, 12 hours remaining. I'm trying to use down this one, and I want to use all of the power stone before picking it up. Blender should be done, which means it gets to make more. Oh, we got mail? From Russo. Miss Ginger really liked the dish. Really helped build her appetite. Thanks again. If you like cooking, you should try making it. You need to slow cook golden salmon, layered carrot, honey, and ginger in a pot. Golden carrot fish soup. Sounds lovely. I think everything... Let me double check, but all of my furnaces should be fully topped off. Because I'm just keeping these cold right now. Alrighty. And you don't need fuel, do you? Yeah, you do. 4 days and 3. Okay. Forgot that does need fuel. Alright. For all. And put the disc back up as well. Alright. Let me check my plants. They're good. It's about 10 minutes earlier than I normally would end, but I think this is a good place to end it because I got stuff to do, and with the festival tomorrow, that means we can do that first thing on Friday because I will be streaming again Friday, and it will be Portia. So, yeah. That way I can make up for the terrible stream that was Monday. Anywho's it's... what do I get character points? Cancel. Let's see. Let's get these up to level 3. Or would it be better? I mean, I'm progressing. Increase proposed success rate. Action points while dating or playing. That one would be useful. But I'll need to spend... I can either spend all my points to get both of those, or just start getting the tier 3 stuff, which is going to become more important. Identify a fish before fishing. Extra production from cultivation. Material cost reduction when crafting on the work table. That could be useful. In fact, let's pick that one. For every 1% decrease in health, damage taken decreases by 1. Oh, or O1. Increase by O2. Endurance recovery rate. Let's go with that one. That one. And I want my damage to increase. Yeah, I like that. Well, we can worry about these later. Because we're progressing nicely on the social side anyway. I don't think we have to worry about them too much. Although next time I am going to progress over here a bit. But I do know there's more combat stuff coming up, so we're going to be needing this. Alright, let's go ahead and sleep. Turn in for the day. Alright. Snow battle in 1 hour, but unfortunately that is going to wait till the next stream, which will be Friday, 2200 Eastern, as you can see from the schedule. Your regularly scheduled content Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 2200 Eastern. The snow and the snowman will be gone. I only have that up for Christmas. I might leave the Christmas lights up. I don't know. Actually, it wouldn't be a bad idea to have the snow throughout winter, but whatever. All right. Is there anyone watching on Twitch? I think Nani left. Yep. What about YouTube? Same there. All right. We're just going to end it then. So, like I said, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 2200 Eastern. This Friday will be Portia again to make up for Monday, but other than that, next week we'll be back to your regularly scheduled programming of Portia on Monday and Wednesday, and whatever the hell I feel like on Friday. Alrighty then, good night everybody, and Merry Christmas.